We should be back. Are we back? God, are you for real? We are back. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can only apologize, guys. The internet was fine, and then it wasn't fine. Welcome to South African internet, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to watch this stream, you have to accept the fact that you are at least halfway into a third world fucking country. Apocalypse 5 o'clock my time, so literally in 2.5 hours. Because my power is going out at 8. So we basically have to finish in 2 hours of the podcast. Dude, I am here for the fucking shit ending. I need load shedding to be over. What's the thing with your power? Rate EU. My government. That's basically the best. It's a long ass fucking story, but basically we don't have enough electricity. There we go. Apocalypse just linked the explanation there. I just need it to end. I can't live my life like this. The constant rush. Like, I can literally not sit down and be like, all right, let's stream until whenever the fuck, you know? Let's just stream until I'm tired. I would love to stream until I'm tired, and I don't mind. If after 3 hours I'm tired of streaming and I want to fucking take a break, then, okay, great, I'll take a break. What I don't like is when I sit down and I know I have 3 hours. Because I feel so rushed. I feel like, fuck, I need to get everything done as quickly as fucking possible because I'm going to not have time to do all of it. and it's just horrible. It's a horrible fucking experience. 3 hours is better than 2. True. And at least I'm here, which I think is already a big deal, right? Curtis Nightfish, how you doing, brother? Thanks for the first time chat. Really appreciate that. Can't deal with the load shedding anymore, bro. Dude, you and me both. Curtis, are you... where in South Africa are you? Oh, I have very good internet here. Where's that? Tell yourself. Oh, in Czech Republic. I don't... Because my internet overall is not bad. Overall, my internet isn't bad. I have 200 megabits download, 200 megabits upload. It's fast as fuck. It's always fast as fuck. If I'm downloading a game, I'm downloading at 200 megabits per second. If I'm uploading at 200 megabits per second. No fucking questions asked. The issue, and the fucking issue always, is stream. For some reason, the internet stays on, but the stream keeps dropping. The internet's fine. The internet is fucking working. The stream just goes, oh, never mind. I'll take a break now. So that's annoying. Curtis, you are fucking... I think you're like 15 kilometers away from me. Relay problems? Talkie Kaki, the problem is trying to convince cool ideas that there's a fucking problem with the relay. That's the issue. Trying to convince cool ideas that there's a problem with their relay, and they just email me back going, it's fine. I'm like, dude, if it was fine, I wouldn't be fucking emailing you, would I? I don't just write emails because I like writing emails. I'm in Strand, Curtis. Been a Warhammer fan since childhood. You're in the UK. It's almost mandatory to have a Warhammer face growing up. Got a couple of clips of you watching some lore vids recently, and nice to see you enjoying it. Astron, how you doing, bro? I literally got into Warhammer, what is it, month and a half ago? For the first time. Like, I've always been interested in the Warhammer universe. Just because it's so big and it just seems like a really interesting universe. But I never knew where to start or what to fucking start with. So I just thought, fuck it. You know, screw that. I'll never get into it. It's fine. And we were streaming one day and I think someone suggested watch Bricky. And I was like, all right, fine. We'll fucking watch Bricky. I'm bored. Let's react. Yeah? We watched Bricky. I fell in love with the fucking video. We watched part 2. And we uploaded it to YouTube purely because I upload everything to YouTube. I didn't expect to get any views. I didn't expect it to do well. I always upload my clips to YouTube. And now the first video that I reacted to for Warhammer is, I think, at 100k views or just over 100k views. The second Bricky video is over 50k now. And the Luton one is over 20k, I think. So it's like, what the fuck? Why is everyone so hyped in this universe? Like, this is just reaction content and everyone is here for it. I fucking love it. But yeah, the universe is just absolutely mind-boggling. I can't wait to watch the second fucking part of the Emperor. We'll probably do the second part of the Emperor hopefully tomorrow. I'm really hoping that we'll have some time tomorrow to watch the second part of the Emperor, because I have a little bit more time tomorrow to stream. So we should be able to do part 2 of the Emperor of Man. What server am I? Robbie's on. How you doing, bro? Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. Gilgamesh. Thank you, Apocalypse. That's the one. Gilgamesh. Although I haven't logged in fucking forever. Nightwinder, the only thing I think that annoys me about the universe is from everything that I can see. So, please understand that this comes from someone with little to no knowledge about the universe. What I know about the universe literally comes from Bricky's 2-parter on all the races in Warhammer, as well as Luton's first video on the Emperor of Man. So I don't have a lot of information yet about this universe, but it feels to me, as someone from the outside sort of dipping my toe into it, that there's more information from the community as sort of part of speculation than there is from the actual company that makes the actual game. Because almost every single thing comes with a, it could be this, it could be this, there's no real information on this. Like, almost every single thing. Like, you watch a Luton's video on the Emperor of Man, and almost every 10 minutes, he's like, oh, but by the way, it could also be this. We don't actually have information on this. So it seems like Games Workshop provided sort of a skeleton of what a game could look like, and the community have since just sort of tried to color in this sort of skeleton, you know? They've tried to give it some meat. It's not a case of Game Workshop not giving you the information. It's them giving you too many versions of the same information. Yeah, but I mean, whether it's not enough information or whether it's too much information to the point where it's the same information dealt with 4 or 5 different ways, doesn't either of those speak to a sort of disrespect to the actual world and the actual universe? Because that's something that we've dealt with when it comes to World of Warcraft for a while, especially in Shadowlands. One of our biggest fucking sort of complaints with Shadowlands is the fact that it retcons so much of the old lore. And Games Workshop seems to not give 2 fucks about retcons. Got wrong. They set a definitive, not like real lore and myth. Stories get changed based on society, structure, times, etc. So, am I correct in saying that Games Workshop does have fail-safes for when they sort of change the lore? So if when they do change the lore, there is a lore reason for why the lore is changed. So they provide lore reasons for retcons, effectively. You see, the Emperor bugs the fuck out of me. Because I kind of thought in my sort of limited knowledge, just listening to the origins of the Emperor and listening to the Emperor maybe I kind of thought I may have a theory for where the Emperor comes from, but I'm not willing to share that theory until I've learned more. Because the Emperor may actually be part of an as of yet undiscovered race. Because why would he live forever? How is it possible for him to live forever? If he is one of the old ones, or whatever the fuck they're called, that makes no sense. Because, like Luton said, the old ones do not necessarily pick sides, so why would they pick sides this time around? So it's like fucking... It's very strange, to say the least. Very fucking strange. I'm talking about before he died. Furious. I'm not even talking about, like, now. He's being kept alive due to the mortal wounds he suffered at the hands of Horus. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about prior to him dying. The Emperor is rumored to have existed since, I think, 8000 BC or some shit like that. And he just kept quiet for millennia after millennia, never showing his face, never showing anyone that he fucking does anything. He just sat there learning, watching, waiting. That's not normal. No normal human being can do that, right? He considers himself human, so if you take his word for it, he is human, which is what most people do. Yeah, but humans don't live that fucking long. Someone very angrily commented on my reaction to Bricky's video, and they were really upset about how Bricky treated the Eldar. The Emperor is something called a perpetual. He isn't the only one. There are other characters who are immortal in the lore like him. Yeah, but what are perpetuals? Are they a specific type, or are there different races that all have perpetuals? Are perpetuals a specific race, or are perpetuals simply the name for people that are immortal? Oh, this was actually what the person said in the video. Apparently, the Eldar were technically immortal, because the Eldar, upon their death, their souls would go to the warp like everyone else, but because their souls were so powerful, they would actually not be consumed by the warp, but instead be reincarnated into a new baby, so the Eldar couldn't die. And the reason the Eldar created Slanesh is because they were literally better than any other race on the planet, including emotionally. Everything they did was just better, stronger, more, and that was the thing, apparently. That's what led to their creation of Slanesh. The person was really upset. MP, thanks for the Prime sub, really appreciate that. Welcome to the most degenerate chat on Twitch. Thank you. They were really upset. I'm going to try and find that comment for you guys, because, yeah, they were not happy that the Eldar, that Bricky basically, according to them, didn't treat the Eldar the way that they deserve. Apparently. Let's do comments. Okay, so here we go. Here's the comment. I'll make it bigger so you guys can see. Can you guys read that, or is that a little small still? That should be a little bit better, right? I'll answer that because that wasn't really answered by chat nor Bricky. Bricky's videos are fantastic, but he clearly knows way more his stuff on the Imperium of Man, being a player of 3 factions there, that makes sense, than on any Xenos. So his explanations on Eldars are very incomplete in comparison. Eldars have a massive amount of lore as well. Basically, Eldars are akin to demigods. They not only live long, their souls, when they die, go to the warp like anyone else, but it's so strong that it doesn't dissolve in there. So before Slanesh, what was happening was that their souls, once in the warp, would just reincarnate by going back into a new baby. They were literal eternal, so no fear of death. They were faster, way more intelligent, and way more powerful psyker. Back then, Elders were dominating a huge chunk of the galaxy, and all the dominated race had no hope to ever change being enslaved by them, as Eldars were superior in nigh everything, including obviously technology. When they pursue something, and by that I mean anything, they can attain levels of skill and refinement in it that are unreachable to any human. This includes the depravity, torture, and so on that was going on back then. As Bricky said, they're way more sensitive, as in the emotions. The thoughts are on inhuman intensity and scale. As said before, it's emotions, the thoughts that influence the warp. Is this true? Psychosignature and emotions, so they affect the warp more. That's if you take billions of them doing something like being hedonistic, it basically births Slanesh. Easy. Throne guy, yeah. But this is the level of passion that I love in every single community. Like, this is how you know people are passionate about their community. First, they love seeing other people join their community. That's the first thing. Second, when someone gets something wrong, they're very quick to point out that that's wrong and then give a massive fucking explanation for why that's fucking wrong, right? And why that is just not the truth. Whether or not what they actually said is true doesn't matter. It just means that they're passionate about what's going on. It's something that I found for the first time when I started playing Final Fantasy for the first time. Just seeing the level of passion that exists in the Final Fantasy universe. And I thought to myself, well, I don't think there's another fucking universe that has this level of passion. And then you come over to Warhammer and you're like, oh, never mind. These guys clearly very passionate about fucking everything in the Warhammer universe. Wasn't calling you a dumb toxic cunt for being wrong like you get in FF and WoW communities. The FF community, true, but I think the reason the Warhammer community can't really be that toxic is they don't have any good games. You know? If we're gonna talk about the levels of like where you sit in the hierarchy of gaming, Warhammer fans have by far the best universe. Right, by far, your universe is the best. But in terms of gaming, you guys are really at the bottom of the fucking totem pole. Like you're even below people like My Little Pony fans, right? Because you don't even have at least My Little Pony has a game. You guys barely have a fucking game to speak of, and the games that you did have got fucked, right? So no one cares about that anymore. So sadly for the Warhammer guys, they're fucking hanging on for dear life, just loving their own shit and just wishing that at some point Games Workshop wakes the fuck up and be like, hey, how about we give them a good fucking game, you know? How about we give them a good game that they can actually play and enjoy? And I know, yes, Fantasy has the Total War series, and the Total War series is amazing, but you will never, ever convince me that Fantasy is better than 40k. From what I've seen with 40k, it's everything I need. It's sci-fi, it's future, it's dark, it's fucked up, it's brilliant. That's what I need, bro. That's all I care about. Fantasy is fine, but I don't care about that. I want 40k. So where is the Total War Warhammer 40k game? That would be a good fucking game. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Total War Warhammer 40k. Darkside coming out soon, bros. Yeah, I mean, there are games that we have to look forward to, and I am looking forward to those games. We may do some let's plays for those, but Newton Hayday. But still, you know, it would be nice if someone would kick back and just make a decent Warhammer 40k game. everyone just gets a hard on for fantasy, and it's kind of like, dude, you have swords and shields, or you could have Necrons. Like, really? How is this even a fucking comparison? Like, how is this even real? Let's have the 40k universe get what it deserves. You know, a good fucking game. RTS on Warhammer 40k was great, but I don't remember the name. Dawn of War is the RTS, I think. Which 40k race is your favorite, and what do you think is most boring? So, Rob Zikon, I don't really have a most boring. I'm going to be honest with you. I hate the orcs. I absolutely hate the orcs. Just because I think they would be incredibly tedious to play. I love their story. I do not like the way they play. I think I would be the first and only fucking toxic orc player. Because, let me just be clear here. The second time I roll and fucking miss, I break shit. I will start breaking stuff. Fuck this game, bro. So yeah, screw the orcs. I would never play them. As for, I like all the races, but my favorite is the Catan. That's like the one that I want to learn most about, is the Catan. Orcs are RPPM, the faction. The thing is, so is this true? One of my mods said this to me. Apocalypse actually said this. Is this actually how it works in the 40k universe? Because orcs can basically, whatever they believe happens. So even if you roll and you miss, if you just believe that you hit, that's a hit, right? But something has to govern that, though. There must be some kind of limitations to that. Not in tabletop, but in the lore, yes. Fucking hell, Jesus, fuck. Kalain, how you doing, bro? Welcome to the channel. Thanks for the first time chat. Really appreciate it. Did you say, see the Warhammer Astartes project short films? We watched one of them. We still have to watch the others. Apparently there's quite a few. This is great. Akalon accompanied by DJ music. It lives and lives on Primal. There we go. How you doing, bro? And it is governed by their god, Gorgamork. Yeah, but okay, so how does it work on tabletop? On tabletop, if they miss, they miss. Correct? Well, see, we're right back to the fucking start of this. Fuck playing orcs ever. Sort of, it's vaguish. The thing with orcs is that in the lore, their united ignorance produced some sort of psychic phenomenon for them specifically that makes them able to work tech they don't understand or create things that shouldn't technically work. Massive, this part I know. Yes. MMO, you can feel personally attacked. Why in the fuck would I purposefully play something that will, more often than not, lead to me not hitting once in a fucking match? Because it is possible to play an entire fucking game and literally get wiped out because you didn't hit a single fucking hit. Like, nothing hit. And you're just sitting there going, well, fuck me, I guess. Nope. No. Then I would rather play whatever the fuck has the best hit rating in the game. The fun part of orcs is a punch of stupid fun rules. It's Gamba games. I love it. I love that. Wait, what's the hit rating for the Empire? For the Imperium? 4+ for a regular Imperial Guard soldier. Fuck. That's also quite high. So Tau has the best hit rating in the game. When orcs lose, you can blame luck. It's ego shielding. Yeah, but you still lose, though. I don't need a reason for why I lost. I don't need an out for why I lost. I still fucking lost. I don't like losing. I'm not a good loser. I'm not a bad loser. I'm just not a good loser. I fucking hate losing, dude. I would rather just they not play. The other person just won. You didn't lose, though. They just won. Adeptus Custodes, 2+ for shooting and melee. Custodes are like each guy is a special character, pretty much. Okay, wait. Okay, I have another question. Fuck it, I have another question. If you're playing the Imperium, because you guys keep saying factions, I thought the Imperium was a fucking faction. So if you're playing the Imperium, can you have Space Marines plus the... What the fuck are those other guys called? You know, the cannon fodder plus, say, Titans? Or are you limited by the type of units you can have based on the type of faction that you have? Okay, I want to play a Titan, and I want to play Astartes. What do I choose? Which faction do I go for? Iron Hands? Actually, I'll shut up. I don't really know much about the tabletop. I know nothing about the tabletop. So in this conversation, you're definitely more equipped than I am to answer this. What do you choose? Exterminatus, of course. Well, yeah, that goes without saying. Any Astartes faction is good. Yeah, but Space Marines is the Astartes, right? So how many of you in chat actually play the tabletop? And how many of you just love the lore? Played, no longer playing. Yeah, most people know more about the lore. The amount of people who play tabletop is not massive. Fairly regularly. I played the tabletop for a while. If I could afford to play the tabletop. Yeah, I mean, the tabletop is obviously going to be stupidly fucking expensive, right? Araxian, thanks for the first time chat, dude. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I do... There's a part of me that wants to just collect the figurines because they look cool as fuck. I actually have a viewer that DM'd me on Discord. They want to send me, I think, a Space Marine. Like a Space Marine figurine. Those figurines look so fucking, like, so detailed. It's insane. Play tabletop. I know literally nothing about the lore, and the people that are in love with the books and have never touched a model in their lives. Lots of people just buy individual statues to paint without playing. It's a fun hobby. I don't know if I would paint them myself, though. I don't really care for painting. Can you buy them already painted? So you don't get them not painted. Fuck. Well, I guess we'll have to make that a stream thing then. Say once a month, we do a painting stream where we just paint the fucking thingy. I hope there's a way to know what you're supposed to fucking paint on them, though. Because I don't know the color schemes. Do they, like, tell you what color should what be? You want to paint them? No, I want to paint them as they should look in the fucking game. I don't want to willy-nilly this shit. Tons of information on how to paint, tips and tricks, paints, etc. The box the unit came will have the color. Tire burst, thank you very much. That answers my question. Now I just need to find somewhere where you can buy Warhammer figurines. Okay, let's see. Warhammer figurines? South Africa. Now watch them go, what? I don't even know this fucking company. Who the hell is this? Okay, so there's a place here called Sword and Board. It's a games and hobby shop. They have Warhammer 40k Recruit. I'm assuming these are books. No? They have a paint set. They have the paint set here. Redemptor Dreadnought. Oh my Jesus, this looks like a cool ass. What? Wait, what? What? So you can buy this thing? Dude, it's $800 though. That is fucking stupidly expensive. That is a bit of money though. That is a bit of fucking money. Space Marines Astartes Invictor Tactical Warsuit. The Eldari Codex Space Marines. It's expensive, but it's not like the most expensive thing ever. $800. So 800. We'll have to see here. 800 rand to dollar. How much is that? $46. It's not. I mean, that's not fucking cheap. But it's not horrible. $46 isn't like the worst thing fucking ever, I think. And for one unit, imagine you need an army to play. This is my army, bro. I rock up with this one, and I just go, this is half orc. Imagine there's 500 of these. And then done. Yeah. I mean, obviously this is unpainted, right? What is this? Dude, what the Why would you do this? Why would you do this? Oh my fuck. Yeah, ban him. Like, time the fuck out of this guy. My internet went down again. Dude, this was so fucking bad, my internet went down. Like, holy shit. Are we back up? Are we back online or are we still out? Emperor's Children van? Okay, we're back online. Fuck it. Nice. Yeah, this is not good. No one should ever do this. Okay, let's see what else they have. What would be the first thing I want? Jesus. Wait, what? Command Edition? What's in the Command Edition? Starter set. Command Edition starter set. Darbor, how you doing, brother? Thanks for the first time chat. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Something cool regarding Warhammer and Contest Edition should come one day as visit. Digital, I'll check it out, bro. Check out the custodies. I'm not sure what this is, though. I want to see what's in this. It doesn't actually say what's in this, so let's Google this. What is in the Starters Edition? Command Edition, here we go. Maybe they'll tell us what's in here. Wait, no way. Wait, you get all of this shit with the Command Edition? Huh. Dude, that's not bad. That's not bad. Look at all that shit you get with the Command Edition. The best way to start playing Warhammer 40k includes full rules for the game with 2 armies of push-fit models. And it is 2,000 rand, which will equate to, say, 2,100, $122. $122. How does that compare? Well, actually, I know how that compares. It's $185 on the official Games Workshop shop. I wonder why it's so cheap. Regional pricing, maybe? I'm trying to see what others they have here. They have the Necrons. Oh, that's a fucking nice model. Holy shit. Oh, that's a nice model. Illuminors. The Necrons. That's fucking gorgeous. Holy shit. Here's some Space Marines. Primaris Infiltrators. Warhammer, Space Marine. What did you guys want to see? You said you want Primarchs. I don't know where the fuck you would find a Primarch, though. Adepta Sororitas. Battle Sister Squad. Tyranids. Yeah, I don't know where the fuck I'll find Tyranids, though. Can I... Like... Faction. Here we go. Okay, we can choose faction. Which faction do you guys want to see? You want to see Tyranids? Custodes. I don't see Custodes here. I think there are... So, Tau Empire. Here's the Tau Empire. Dude, the Tau Empire is cheap as shit. Like, much cheaper than the other ones. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Although, playing like this is basically... You could just go out and buy a bunch of Transformers and just pretend like it's Warhammer stuff. Like, you don't really need to buy Warhammer 40k stuff. Fuck the Tau, man. I don't care about the Tau. What I want... Let's see what the Tyranid figurines look like. So they've got the Combat Patrol. That's quite expensive. Vermitropes. Some units are plastic. Some are metal. Tau are mostly plastic, so they might be cheaper. Dude, there's so much detail in this. It would be a bitch to paint. An absolute slut of a paint job. Alright, fam. Lunavira, how you doing? You're here or whatever. Alright, well, we're happy to have you here or whatever. At least it used to be like that. Yeah, I could probably not paint this. Not gonna lie to you guys. The fine motor skills involved in painting something like this would be a while. It would take a while. My Dungeons & Dragons figurines? Oh, they might actually have Dungeons & Dragons stuff here. They do actually have Dungeons & Dragons stuff here. There you go. Dungeons & Dragons. Although I don't know if there's, like, figurines for it. Dude, how did I not know that this place exists? Like, how in the fuck did I not know that this place exists? I can't believe, bro. I've lived here my whole life. My whole life. And only now. Adeptus Custodes. To my understanding, all the metal ones are out of production. Only plastic left because you don't listen to your support team. Dude, how would I listen to my fucking support team? You guys are not in South Africa. You wouldn't know. And I've typed many a times. Gaming, accessories, shit like that. And the only ones that ever really pop up is like a place called Desert Cot, but their prices are like 5 times the original price. Like, they charge you a fuck ton for stuff. Wait, okay, one more. I want to see one more. Imperial Knights. What the fuck? Here we go. Oh my lord. Harry, only 10 units left in stock. It makes me want to buy it now. Dude, they're fucking hitting me with the FOMO. They're hitting me with the FOMO. Just look at that thing. That looks fucking good, bro. That does look fucking badass. Yeah, I don't have that fucking kind of money, dude. I'm not throwing that away. Dude, but there are no... okay, Adeptus Custodes. This is the one that you guys want to see. All right, so here we are. Adeptus Custodes. Which one? Which one do you want to see? Which bigger? Like, these are the ones... these are the only ones available. So we could go for Sisters of Silence, or we could go for Valerian and Elia. I don't know who that is. Trajan Valorus, Adeptus Custodes, Valorus. Oh, that's gonna be a bitch to paint as well, motherfucker. Fuck, I'm gonna have to buy this. I really want the figurines, man.
Plastic Crack Addiction Fund. Buy it. But then it needs a friend. Then you need to get the full squad. But now it looks weird, so they need stuff to fight, so gotta buy the skeleton boy. But now I need the bugs, so it's a three-way. But then you need the sisters because it's a sausage fist. Then fuck it, you need the Chad Emperor himself.
Oh shit! The Emperor! Apocalypse, thanks for the 100 bits, did really appreciate that. Where's the Emperor? Do they have the Emperor even? Where would the Emperor be? How can you not? What do you mean you can't get the Emperor? What? Do you know how much money they would make if they had an Emperor one? There's no cannon model for Big E. So you make one yourself because you are so fucking deep into it? Dude, I haven't even bought a single thing yet and I'm into this. Like, I would legit buy one of these once a month, at least. What else do they have here? Like, what else do they have that's cool? It's basically just a bunch of gaming shit. Star Wars, alright. Pokemon Go, not getting that. Lots of Magic the Gathering crap. Shit tons of Magic the Gathering crap, actually. Death Guard are pretty cool for models if you like the disease theme. Dude, I just want models. That's basically all I give a fuck about. I gotta say, at this point in time, Dragonflight is looming, looking dope as fuck. I just hope it stays that way. I am in agreement with you. 100% in agreement with you. No, I think what I'll do, I'm gonna do this slowly. I'm gonna basically buy maybe one figurine a month, and I'll just slowly over time sort of build out a decent scene, you know, something that I can put them looking at each other, looking scary and mean, like, fucking let's go to war. Will I play this? I don't even have time to play normal fucking games. So how in the goddamn ever am I going to be able to play tabletop games? I still have, technically speaking, an unfinished D&D game that we just sort of quickly brought to an end because, well, I didn't have time anymore to finish the D&D game. Can you repeat that? What do you mean? No, that was in the moment. I won't do it again. It's basically like having an orgasm, Sam Raven. It has to happen naturally. Are you going to just pick models you like or go for a Space Marine chapter, etc.? Just models I like. I'm not deep into this shit, at least not at the moment, right? So for me, it really is just sort of a... I just want to get cool stuff. Because I've been thinking quite a lot about the studio and what I want to do with the studio, what I want to have in the background here. One of the options, obviously, is just to go out and buy a bunch of shit, right? Just buy a bunch of posters and buy some books and crap and just put them back there. Because everything I own is electronic. So I'm going to have to buy the physical books and shit. Or I could buy figurines. And that's actually cool because we could make a fucking stream of it. Once a month, we sit down and we paint a figurine on stream. How cool would that be? Demon Prince of Nurgle. I do not mind Nurgle. Although he's a bit disgusting. Okay, where would we find... This would be Chaos Gods Nurgle. Demons of Nurgle. Let's see. Great Unclean One. I don't think they have Beast of Nurgle. This is the one, right? Dude, that's... Imagine you see one of those things. That would be... Okay, wait. I'm going to do the name search here. Shade, Morton and Grime. What the hell? It's this one. Holy. Wow. Alright, that looks a little bit fucking sick. That does look kind of fucking sick. Jesus. Wait, this used to be a Primarch? Wow. Dude, the Primarchs, I still don't quite understand why they decided to follow the Chaos Gods. They were so powerful, and then just, fuck it. There are versions of him that people painted that look insane. Swirwow gets those gross-ass Stitch Flesh zombies. Speaking of the best Chaos God ever to exist, one of the recommended videos from way back when. Papa Nurgle just want you to feel loved. Nurgle can go fuck himself, Apocalypse. There's no way that Nurgle just wants to be loved. Is this the 40k or is this the fantasy Nurgle? Does 40k have Nurgle as well, or does 40k not have Nurgle? Mostly interchangeable, though. $40k is all the Chaos Gods. All right, hold up. Fuck. Now I need to go. Wait a second. Because I really want to watch that now. A Nurgle. Dude, but are we going to skip this far ahead, though? Is that a good idea? Because... we're only just now getting, like, into the Emperor. If we skip... is this not going to be bad to skip the I think there's 3 more parts of the Emperor? Still there is. How many anime girl memes Sister of Battle have? If you decided to play... okay, sure you use magnets. So why... who's everyone's favorite Chaos God? We have Slanesh, which is the femboy god. Then we have Nurgle, who's the... I don't know, whatever the fuck he is. Like, blob of nothing kind of god. Then we have... Khorne, who's the blood god, right? That's the one that just wants everyone to kill everyone else. Laser Hydra, thanks for the first time chat. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. Thank you. Who's the other one? I'm missing one. Zeech. Zeech is the one of change, right? It's the one that wants change the whole time. But why would you guys not like Slaanesh? All right, there's a poll up. Let's see them votes. There is a poll running right now. Who is your favorite Chaos God? Get them votes in, ladies and gentlemen, right fucking now. I want to see who's everyone's favorite Chaos God is. Mr. Bongi, the fact that Slaanesh fucks around is exactly why Slaanesh should be your favorite Chaos God. Why wouldn't you want a god that basically just wants to fuck the whole time? Sounds good to me. Never stick your dick in crazy, my guy. Dude, crazy fucks better than anything else. Hands down. It might be dangerous to your health, but crazy is the best fuck that you'll ever have. Alright, it does appear as if Nurgle is the victor. Yeah, wait, Slaanesh has how many dicks and how many pussies? Like fucking insane amounts. Second video from Luton about the Emperor. You will learn why at least one of the Primarchs betrayed the Emperor. We are going to watch the second video from Luton, just not today, because I don't have time today. In order to watch that, we're going to need at least 3 hours to ensure that I can watch it. Okay, let's... You know what? Fuck it. We'll skip part 2 of the Emperor. Not skip it. We are definitely going to watch it, but for now, we'll learn about Nurgle. All right? Apparently, you guys think Nurgle is the greatest Chaos God. So, apparently no one in the stream likes sex, which kind of makes sense. It's a bunch of fucking nerds. Otherwise, everyone would have voted for Slaanesh, right? But no. Bunch of virgins voted for Nurgle. This makes sense to me. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into Nurgle.
A pestilent prey.
While the demons and creatures of all the 4 Chaos Gods are terrifying and monstrous to behold, those
Very loud. Jesus, that's very loud. I'm gonna turn that down just a fucking smidge, if you don't mind.
created by the plague god Nurgle are undoubtedly the foulest and most disgusting, if not in mind, then certainly in body.
They're just
Their
disgusting.
corporeal forms.
Zofia, thanks for the tier 2 sub. Really appreciate that. 47 months in a row. Thank you. Zofia, how you doing? Crazy might be the best fuck you had until the dead rabbit shows up in your pot. Dude, like I said, not good for your life, but very good for your dick.
As they march forth from the Garden of Nurgle deep within the realm of chaos, are bloated, corpulent, and ripe with countless horrific diseases. They are
Okay, I'm gonna have to pause quite a lot because there's a lot that I don't understand about the fucking warp. And you guys are gonna have to help now. Okay. So according to you, when I suggested that why do we not just march on the warp and kill the fucking Chaos Gods, you guys said you can't even be in the warp. The warp is not a material plane that you can exist in. Correct? So then how the fuck do the creatures of the warp have the ability to march in our realm? If we can't march in their realms, how can they march in ours? Crazy. When they go in, most people explode when they get there. Warp is probably infinite. It's a plane that twists everything. Can material in this plane? You should possess psychers. You can be in the warp, but you have a very slight chance of going completely insane. Because life ain't fair. Yeah, well, fuck life, dude. This is a story. Plus, by the way, I've been in the warp numerous times in a war, Total War, Warhammer 3. And I did just fine. Every single time.
harbingers of decay and rot, heralds of misery and hopelessness, and only the purest of warriors can stand against them.
Dude, that is disgusting, man. That's fucking disgusting. Oh my god. Oh!
It is believed
I imagine-
that
oh my
directly
God.
or indirectly, Nurgle is responsible for all the greatest plagues and famines that have ravaged and consumed the lands of the world through the centuries. The sorrows of the lepers and the fears of the sick are his greatest fascination. Many of us believe that we are living in the dusk time of the world, and we might be right. May Sigmar forgive us as we bring this knowledge to you, for these are heretical writings and thoughts. But this must be shared to warn the scholars that will come after us. This is a warning of the growing danger that is now gnawing at the doors of our very existence. The putrescent stench of chaos and its terrible influence.
Is that a smile? The thing just sitting there looking ugly as balls, smiling. Like just a dumb smile. Sigmar is fantasy, not 40k, isn't it? Yes, Omi. But apparently I've been reliably informed that the Chaos Gods, at least Nurgle, in fantasy is basically the same. He does actually have a I just farted face. It's that face you make when you farted, no one knows you farted, and you're waiting for someone to go, oh, what the fuck? So that you can start laughing, right? Because it's funny as shit. That's the face that he has there. But apparently Nurgle in 40k and fantasy is basically the fucking same. So they didn't change too much. That's why we're watching this now.
It is now rooted deep within our souls, and there is no escape from that despair. Now, we will go into the realm of Nurgle and explore the particularities that shape this chaos god. May Sigmar protect us as we go deep within the realm of chaos, and may he guide our souls as we traverse this unforgiving place.
Oh, great Nurgle, accept this offering of blood and filth. Witness my devotion and send your might to slither through my clotted vein.
The Plague
The Plague
Garden.
God's realm is depicted by scholars and historians as a gigantic, monstrous garden of unimaginable foulness and rampant life. Time and space shrinks and expands in this place, as so does life and death. To be trapped in the gardens of Nurgle is to be imprisoned in an incomprehensible realm of
Marching to war against the Chaos God is sort of akin to marching to war against the fundamental concept of the universe. The irony is that the Imperium has become this brutal regime out of necessity to survive in a hostile galaxy, but in doing so now causes trillions of suffering citizens to project those negative emotions of their poor lives into the warp, empowering the Chaos Gods further. It's a vicious cycle at this point. Nixty, this is what Maldraxxus should have been. Right? Can you imagine if Maldraxxus was this? Just plague and death and fucking horror. The thing that I sort of... The reason I think the Shadowlands didn't hit as well as I would have wanted it to hit is they should have made the Shadowlands a hostile land. I think they missed a massive opportunity for us to venture into the Shadowlands and basically we're enemies with everything. And every single one of those realms is our enemy. Every single one of those realms wants to slaughter and kill us. We finally learn that death really isn't a place you want to be. Because that's what death should be, right? No one should want to die. But after seeing the Shadowlands, fuck, who cares? Death isn't that bad. Sure, you're enslaved, but fuck, it's not that horrible. Death, it should have been like the 4 circles of hell. Can you imagine how goddamn cool Shadowlands would have been if that was what the Shadowlands was? Wants to kill you and make you their bitch. Trust is decay. Yeah, they fucked it all up. Not sure what someone else was so scared to die. Yeah, I mean, dying was not that fucking bad. The Shadowlands could be the warp, but they fucked it. It would have been so good as the warp, though.
Suffering and despair, unimaginable pains and diseases break the will and strength of any being for what feels like an eternity. And uncountable are the souls that have been lost as they surrender themselves to Nurgle, screaming for some respite and deliverance from their suffering. Nurgle, as the generous god he is, answers quickly to these damned souls, and he gives his gifts to them, to the horror of the supplicant souls. Nurgle does not offer a cure or respite. Far from it. Instead, they are given the strength to endure even more pain, the resilience to become one with the torment. The Plague God does not allow his subjects to die.
Oh my fuck!
They walk the gardens as infected beings, not alive, but not dead, and they roam there, spreading and mixing diseases as they go.
Dude, what the
Amidst
fuck?
fetid...
Wow! Actus, how you doing, brother? Okay, so he does not... His followers, the people that follow him, are in pain constantly, but basically their pain threshold is increased so that they can handle it. He is only who can give you immortality. Nurgle's pestilent glory, hands up. Dude, that is just horrible. Gonna make you cope with more. Dude, oh, fuck. Okay, whoever wrote the Warhammer universe, and this is no hate to the universe, it's a great universe, I fucking love it. But whoever wrote this is fucking disturbed on a whole different level. Like, imagine sitting down and being like, oh, I know what I'm gonna write. A realm of pestilence and disease, where if you follow the god of pestilence and disease, you too get the diseases, but he won't let you die from the diseases. No, he's just gonna give you more health. Like, every single time you're on the verge of death, he heals you so that you can die more. Who wrote this? Like, what the
swamps and twisted plant life. Demons of all shapes and forms trudge and gamble as the land and even the elements themselves are constant.
It's very unique. As far as universes go, it's probably one of the only universes that work this way. So it is an extremely unique setting. But you do sort of wonder, if you were a fly on the wall of the original guy that wrote, do we even know who was the first person to write the Warhammer lore? Does anyone even know that?